Hi, nice to see you again. Welcome back to my channel and to my valley. We're gonna go over how to get the Cheshire Cat and finish his friendship quests. Let's get started. If you're on top of the game like I am, you should have already completed the early quests Mannequin Madness, which I go over in my Unlocking Alice video, and Chaos in the Kitchen, which I go over in my Cheshire Cat Madness video. These early quests were available in April before we were able to unlock the Cheshire Cat, but now after May 7th, these quests won't be time locked and all the quests will be back to back like normal. But anyways, to finish bringing the Cheshire Cat to the valley, when you log on the game, you'll have a new quest to go talk to Moana. Once you talk to her, you're going to follow her to her boat, talk to her again once you get there, and she's going to ask you to take a picture of the Cheshire Catfish. Then we're headed to the Dazzle Beach to fish the leftover 5 Cheshire Catfish out of the gold ripples. Keep in mind, not every gold ripple is going to spawn a Cheshire Catfish. Once you've collected all the Cheshire Catfish, you're going to give them to Alice and then head inside her house to talk to the Cheshire Cat. When you talk to the Cheshire Cat, he's going to ask you to find a mini tree inside of Alice's house and take a picture of it. It's on the wall in her little side bedroom inside her house. Then we're going to pick up the mini tree and talk to the Cheshire Cat. We're going to leave Alice's house and place his home. Surprisingly, you don't have to pay for his house. Once you place the tree, which is his house, you're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat to finish this quest and officially unlock the Cheshire Cat. Now, sometimes he's going to be hard to find while you hang out with him. He just comes and goes as he pleases, but you'll still get the rewards from hanging out with him. We are going to start his first friendship quest by talking to the Cheshire Cat. And then we're going to visit the house of the Diamond in the Rough. Once inside Aladdin's house, you're going to talk to him and then collect all the cutesy purple furniture items that don't belong. Once you've collected all the items, we're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat. Now we're going to have to search for the owner of these cutesy purple furniture items, so we're headed to talk to Daisy. Daisy tells us that she also has a bunch of furniture items out of place in her house, so we're headed to her house to collect those items. Once you've grabbed all the furniture that doesn't belong, we're finally going to give Daisy her furniture back, so we're going to place all 3 furniture items we collected from Aladdin's house. Once you've put all the items back where they belong, we're going to talk to Daisy, and then we're going to look for the owner of the items we collected from her house. Immediately when I saw that sink, I knew the furniture belonged to Wally, so we're going to talk to Wally and then head to his house to put his furniture back where it belongs. Once everything's back where it belongs, we're going to talk to Wally again, and then we're going to go talk to the Cheshire Cat because Aladdin still hasn't gotten his furniture back. When talking to the Cheshire Cat, he says he forgot where Aladdin's furniture is, so we're headed to our crafting station to craft him replacement furniture. We're crafting 1 pretty pillow, 1 Agrabah table, and 1 intricate chest. Then we're headed back to Aladdin's house to put his furniture back where it belongs. Once everything's back where it belongs inside Aladdin's house, we're going to talk to him, and then finally we're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat to finish this quest. Now when you've gotten the cat to level 4, you're going to start this quest by talking to him just like every other quest, and he's going to give you 2 new recipes, so we're headed to the nearest cooking station to make them. We're cooking up 2 garlic chocolate tarts and 2 tea sandwiches. After you've made both of those meals, we're reporting back to the cat, and he's asking us to craft a Cheshire balloon arch and then to decorate around his tree with it. When you place the balloon arch, the cat is also going to ask you to place 3 other random items around his house. Once you've decorated the outside, he also wants you to change your look. He wants you to wear something orange, something bold, and 3 other pieces of clothing. After you're dressed up, you're going to invite Remy, Daisy, Tiana, and Scar. Once you've invited everyone, we're going to update the cat on how everything's going, and he's going to ask you to place the nonsense banquet table. Then we're going to celebrate with everyone we've invited, and once you're done, you're going to talk to each of them after. Remember, that's Remy, Daisy, Tiana, and Scar. Then finally, we're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat again to finish this quest. And for the next quest, just like any other quest, we're going to start off by talking to the Cheshire Cat. He's going to ask us to craft 3 wildly jubilant topiaries. That feels like a tongue twister. Once you've crafted them, we're headed back to the cat, and he's going to ask us to place and then destroy them with our pickaxe. After that, we're talking to the cat, and he's going to give us some balloon arches to also place and then destroy. After you've destroyed everything, you're going to talk to the cat again, and he's sending us to Wonderland. Once inside, we're looking for 20 blue spores, and once you find them all, we're going back to talk to the cat. After you talk to the cat, we finally get to craft the Uncrafting Station. Once you've crafted it, we're going to place it in our valley and then use it for the first time. Now, the station only works for crafted items. It does not work for items bought from Scrooge. Anything you uncraft will cost Dreamlight to uncraft. If an item required Dreamlight to make, you will get that Dreamlight back. The first time slot stands for how many hours it will take, the second time slot stands for how many minutes it will take, and the third time slot stands for how many seconds it will take to uncraft an item. Once you've collected your first uncrafted item from the Uncrafting Station, we're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat to finish this quest. And for his final level 10 friendship quest, we're starting it just like any other quest. We're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat, and then he's sending us into Alice's house. Once inside, we're going to talk to Alice, and we're going to give her the note that the Cheshire Cat gave to us, and then afterwards we're gonna eat it. After you eat the note, a memory orb is going to spawn inside of Alice's house, so we're going to pick it up, and then we're going to go to the location that the memory shows. That's the tree right outside of the Beauty and the Beast realm. Once there, we're going to interact with the tree, and then we're going to pick up the white rose and the spoiled milk. Then we're going to talk to Alice and tell her what we found, and she's going to send us back into the Wonderland Realm, specifically into the Red Queen's maze. If you use the mushroom portal inside of Wonderland, it'll take you straight to the end of the Red Queen's maze. Now that we're inside the Red Queen's garden, we're looking for a white rose bush, and we're going to place our white rose with that rose bush. We're going to pick up the dried sprout that it dropped, and then we're going to use the portal that appears. The portal actually took us to a familiar room. This is the secret Mickey room, and once inside, we're going to look for a Cheshire catfish in the back left corner. Once you've found the fish, we're leaving the room, and we're going to talk to the Cheshire Cat. And he's leaving us with a riddle. I'm small and round, crushed and ground, a bean to start the day. So with that riddle, we're headed to the nearest cooking station to use the 3 ingredients we've gathered and a coffee bean for the 4th ingredient. Once you've made the Cheshire Cat concoction, we're bringing it to the Cheshire Cat, and he's asking us to use it and to fish in the Frosted Heights. The correct fishing spot in the Frosted Heights is the gold ripple in the little pond. Finally, we're headed back to the Cheshire Cat to give him the chest we found, and he tells us it's for us and to open it to finish his final quest. Alright, that's everything I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed unlocking the Cheshire Cat with me, and I'm sorry it took a bit longer to put out this video. I heard there were Pokemon cards at Target, so I left to go get some, but I'll see you later. Happy paw print hunting for the event. Bye!